Guess who's back?
Welcome to the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Spots that I'm known to rock. You hear the bass on the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage.
Ooh. Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fantastic Friday. There was a little bit of slight rain, but with May showers always bring some happy flowers. We're here with another broadcast. Your Waverly Tigers tonight going to be taking on the Jackson Ironmen. And this broadcast is brought to you by Total Media Sports. They cover all southeastern Ohio athletics, high school athletics. And this sponsor wouldn't be brought to you by all the sponsors of Total Media Sports. So they have brought them here to what they have made it today. My name is Dante Appling, and we are about to get tipped off, or we're about to get the first pitch underway from Braylon Spriggs, who's starting tonight. A little bit of background before we head into the playoffs. Your Waverly Tigers are coming in at 12-10, and the Jackson Ironmen are coming in 14-5. Jackson Ironmen sit at the number one seed in their conference with a 5-1 record. They are from the Frontier Atlantic Conference, and they are above Miami Trace just due to the fact that they only have one loss. Miami Trace is 8-2, but Jackson is 5-1. And let me tell you about this Jackson Ironman squad. The past 5 years, they have been phenomenal. Number 52 in Ohio, number 57 in Ohio, number 49 in Ohio, number 51 in Ohio, number 26 in the Ohio rank. This year they're coming in with an Ohio rank of 36, and they have had winning seasons: 23-2, 23-5, 20-6, 19-4, 19-2-1. The head coach, Josh McGraw, for the past 16 years has been building something in this Jackson. And you could quite say it has been a Tony Stark dream in a cave with nothing but rocks. However, they're going to have to go through the 12-10 Waverly squad that has been built by young guns, and they have a date with Washington on 5/19 for the playoffs. But first pitch is going to be underway from Braylon Spriggs here. And it's going to be tip foul, so it's going to go to our friendly cars in the back, and we get to talk about this Waverly squad a tad bit more. 12-10, sitting at a nice, juicy record of 4-6. They moved up to the number 4 seed in the Southern Ohio Third Conference, and that's a huge win for them because they were sitting at that number 5 seed for quite some time. A second pitch from Braylon is a strike down middle. It's more or less inside on this left-handed hitter. That is going to be Leighton Camp, who is one of the seniors he's a junior, but he's one of the more experienced one. Third pitch is on the outside, and Leighton Camp right now, well, he's batting at a .182, but he has gotten on in more ways than one. He has 9 walks this season. So he will extend counts, and he will look for them as he takes ball number 2 to the outside. But again, Waverly jumping ship right there. They were able to pass South Webster. They've been on a tear the back half of this season. Jeff Noble getting his 500th career win on April 30th. And then they've had a few games in the May side of things, but Braylon Spriggs is able to sit one into the inside, and that's going to be the first strikeout of the day for Braylon Spriggs. Unfortunate they were, though. Waverly, they had a 14-5 win against Chillicothe at Chillicothe, lost to Amanda Clear Creek. It was just unfortunate how the past game has gone for them, but has not fazed them one bit. Braylon Spriggs, first pitch to the next batter, Eli Ray, is a little bit high for a ball. So Leighton Camp goes down swinging to 2 pitches on the inside that were his weakness, and Braylon Spriggs is faced with a right-handed batter. Second pitch on the outside, but it's just low and away for the fastball, and that is going to be ball number 1. Now here in this 1-1 count, Spriggs is such a fast-paced pitcher, likes to get into his motion quickly, as a strike down low called by the umpire there, so a 1-2 count for him. And this is where Spriggs really does his best work. When he gets into these 1-2 counts, early counts, actually I should say, sorry, it's a 2-1 count. So everything I just said is admissible. Ball number 4 on the outside. I thought the first one was a strike. I guess it wasn't. So now Spriggs has to battle here. He's tried to go with all fastballs. The first 2 were away and low on the outside. He did connect on one low in the zone. Can he come back to it, or is he going to go with motion against the number 2 hitter? Tried to go down the middle with speed, and it was tipped by Eli Ray, one of the seniors. Eli Ray, he has to be careful here. He has been batting phenomenal. With a .407 batting average, his on-base percentage is .486. He's 11 hits, 10 RBIs on the season. So for Eli Ray, he is one of the jump starters for this Jackson Ironmen squad, and he's also tied with one of the most stolen bases on this team next to Ryan Semetz. So when he gets on base, he's also lethal. Ryan Semetz. So, a 3-2 count from Braylon Spriggs. A huge one on the way. Connected down the third base line. That's Tyler Baleen that snags it. Throw on the first is Kale Knisley who catches it. And Waverly deal with the first 2 batters quickly and easily. A little 5-3 ground ball action there. And yes, if you were noticing, I did say Tyler Baleen. We don't see Xander Toller out there. Not on first, not on third. Baleen, the freshman, is getting some new experience over there. They have gotten beat a few times in some games by some fast line drives. So if Baleen's speed can deal with those. But already Spriggs dealing with Simetz. And it's going to be the first pitch. It's going to be a ball high. Next batter up is Ryan Simetz, and we talk about another leader. He is a big one to their offense as well, as he tried to get a little bit of a curveball there on the inside if you're Spriggs, but it didn't connect, so it's in there for a ball. And for Simetz, well, he's batting .519. That is his batting average, and he leads the team. So a contact hitter, but an explosive one indeed. Fastball down in the dirt from Spriggs. And I mean, just his on-base percentage is .600, 14 hits, 7 RBIs, 3 doubles. He's got 1 home run as well. He doesn't get walked much, and he doesn't strike out that much either. His slugging percentage is .741. This guy is almost a walking nuke. And right there, he takes ball 4 high. So that is going to be another walk to Ryan Simetz. Name, and now he leaves it up for the cleanup. Bodie Wolford, who has hit a couple nukes in his time as well here as a Jackson Ironman. Bodie Wolford, he has 4 home runs, and yes, he leads the team in that category. He is the solo man. His slugging percentage is .794, so you can really see what the Jackson team is trying to do. The first man doesn't have a lot of contact, right? He doesn't have a high batting average, but what he does is you set up the 2, 3, 4, even the 5 hitter Waylon DeLong who's on deck quite nicely. You know, you're really looking for those guys to hit the doubles, really extend the bases, get those early runs. The first leadoff man is really just looking to get on either a walk while the pitcher's getting warmed and settled into a game. And from Braylon Spriggs, we've seen this before. We've seen him try, you know, it takes maybe a few batters. He did get through the first 2 nicely, but I'm talking about control of the strike zone. We usually see him take an inning or 2 to get through that. Fastball down the middle has popped up, and it looks like that's going to be over there on first base. Kale Knisley thought he was going to get called off by Tegan Hurts, but he came up with that at the last minute. So Waverly, they only let 1 on. However, they get 3 outs, and they're up to the offense. We'll be back after this.
Bodkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com. Looking for a rewarding...
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the bottom of the first here. Waverly going to look to take to the offensive side of things. Jackson Ironmen are now setting up their defense, and on the mound for Jackson is Jacob Gallagher, the freshman. He is a big man. He has some height and size to his team, but let me tell you, they have utilized this young gun. He has pitched 11.5 innings for them, and just as a freshman, he has some of the most pitches across this rotation. He is third in line with 239 thrown this season. And the first one is a ball to Caleb Cox. So, Caleb Cox now coming up to bat for your Waverly Tigers. He has been the leadoff man all year. The senior walks in a bunch of ways and also gets hits. As some contact there is foul ball for pitch number 2 to Caleb Cox. And just a little bit more about Cox himself. Well, he's batting .316, and his on-base percentage is even higher, close to an even 500. He's rocking a .48. So again, he likes to extend counts. He likes to take those pitches if he's not comfortable, as he did right there for ball number 2. And now he's going to be facing the fourth pitch from Jacob Gallagher, who has a fastball, has a two-seam, as Caleb Cox was able to get a piece of that into center field. So a stand-up single for the senior himself, who is going to be going on to college for baseball as well. And he's going to extend Waverly.
The center fielder, number 16.
And he's going to start them off nicely as well. So the next batter up is Landon Ramey, the senior. Another one. They have a few on this roster, but it's only these two that do start due to some injuries. They have kept a lot of the experienced players off the field, as this is a left-handed pitcher. Ramey tried to bunt there, got a piece, but it went to the backstop. So left-handed pitcher is Jacob Gallagher. You have to be careful if you're Caleb Cox for those fast early pickoff attempts. But for Ramey, he's batting .283. He's had success. We've seen Ramey get hot. He usually isn't a deep count hitter, but I will tell you this much. He is an early count hitter. He loves to get aggressive, and he loves to go after the low ones. He also loves the high ones, as he laid off there for a ball. So we sit on 1-1 count. Ramey showed a bunt, as you could tell. Caleb Cox maybe just trying to play small ball right now. However, Ramey swung on a curveball to the outside for strike number 2. And talking more about Jacob Gallagher's arsenal, the four-seam, two-seam action he has, the curveball, the slider. It's a nasty combination when he can get control of it, as well as command that movement, as fourth pitch on the outside is able to sit Ramey down. So Landon Ramey tried to hit it, but the curveball just broke too much. This left-handed pitcher is going to be a nasty battle for Waverly, as they haven't seen many of them across their home games. And let me tell you, Jacob Gallagher just has that advantage against right-handed batters, which is pretty much most of this Waverly lineup. But Cage Alexander is next up to bat, and he has been one of the stronger ones. Batting average .333 across the board for Mr. Cage Alexander, as he takes first pitch for a ball right there. And he's got a lot of pop to his name. Cage has won to watch when you want those long doubles, when you want people rounding the bases, the explosion as it was hit right back to the pitcher. He takes the easy out. He didn't actually want to go for two. Had a lot of time right there to maybe get a double play. But Jacob Gallagher, he settles for the easy out at one to focus on Cage Alexander. And now Caleb Cox is on second, but there is 2 outs. And now you bring up Braylon Spriggs. So the pitcher v. pitcher battle is about to commence here. And Spriggs is another one. .364, this sophomore duo, they have usually batted right behind each other. It goes Cage Alexander, then it usually goes Braylon Spriggs. And you can see why. Spriggs leads the team in doubles. Cage Alexander leads the team in triples. So one after another when they get the offense going. But first pitch is a ball. Second pitch is a strike on the outside right there to Braylon Spriggs. And that's the advantage that Jacob Gallagher has. Left-handed against right-handed batters, more than less the time. Just the advantage is there due to your release and if you're connecting on the outside of the plate. But that is Braylon that got a piece of it to the shortstop. And he is able to make the play. Ryan Simitz to Bodie Wolford, senior v. senior. They get the third out, so we'll get a change of sides. Ladies and gentlemen, Waverly are going to be back on defense after this.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages of $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Rio, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What do we celebrate?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with a State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires?
The second baseman, number 5, DeLong.
Well, we welcome you back
Waverly Sports
to
Network.
the second inning. It's an early one, and we knew this was going to be an exciting one. However, I do think it's going to be a defensive battle. Braylon Spriggs taking the mound for the second time. This is where you control off. But for this is pick things up.
Change, a quick repair.
Hunt at second, he cleans it. He fields it cleanly and gets the out nicely. So Waylon DeLong is done after one, and that's going to bring up Ashton Seymour for the Jackson Ironmen. And for Seymour, he is a sophomore, the right fielder for this squad. And I mean, he's done phenomenal things as well across this lineup. That's .2638. Has had 5 hits on the season, 1 RBI, 3 walks, but his slugging percentage is at .316. He is one that connects the barrel to the ball as well. First pitch to Seymour is check swung on, and he knew that. He went right.
For all your financial
Buddy,
needs,
you gotta commit.
trust the First National Bank
Baseball
of
player
Waverly.
knows that.
Serving the
No
community
check
with
swings in
personal
this
service.
house. We don't like to see them. Braylon Spriggs gets him chased early. The second pitch about to be on the way. Curveball to the outside is called a ball. So we sit at a 1-1 count. The umpire, a tight strike zone early on in this game. And now for the third pitch. Ooh, actually hits Seymour's helmet. And it also hit the umpire, but Seymour happily jogs his way to first base.
The designated hitter.
Doesn't seem too shaken by it, and that's why we wear helmets, ladies and gentlemen. Safety first. So, a very rare hit by pitch was against Braylon Spriggs there. And this brings up Cooper Markham, who batting average is a .130. On base percentage is .259. He is phenomenal because he has 4 walks as well. So again, this bottom half of the order for Jackson is looking to get on in more ways than one. They are looking to kind of just run the pitcher out of some gas early in these innings, as well as play some small ball. He's had a couple sack bunts this year. He connects one up the middle, double play possibility. Caleb Cox gets it. He's able to get out at second. So a 1-2-3 inning from Tegan Hunt, Caleb Cox, and Cale Nisley. Senior. Oh, you got a sophomore. Waverly, they get it done in 3, and right back to offense they go.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136. or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips, stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your hometown chef.
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And we're back. Bottom of the second inning, and it is going to be Hud Harris that starts off the Waverly Tigers. As Hud Harris is a freshman, and I take that back. It's Tegan Hurt that's playing second base. Tegan Hurt, the junior, one of the many rare juniors. Be looking to lead this team next year, and he's getting some early experience in that slot as Xander Toller is out sick. We just got word, so hopefully he can recover in time for the playoffs. First pitch from Gallagher to Hud Harris is a foul ball right behind the catcher. And just a little bit about Hud Harris. He's first pitch swinger. I love what Hud Harris has got. He early in the season at home, he did strike out a few times. He got caught looking, but Hud Harris, I think he's got that experience now, and he's got that momentum going for him later in the back half of this season. He's just been connecting with the ball nicely. He's had some nice bloopers. He's had some nice singles into the outfield that scored a few RBIs as he took a second pitch right there for a ball. Third one is popped up to the third baseman, and that is going to be Cooper Markham, the sophomore, who collects it for the first out. So unfortunately, Hud Harris goes back to the dugout and brings up Cale Nisley, the sophomore, who hasn't batted well, but he hasn't had many attempts, just due to the fact that Waverly have played a lot of tough games in their conference and outside their conference. First pitch from Jacob Gallagher is in there, down the middle for a strike. And Cale Knisley is sitting there saying, hey, I need to act on these curveballs, as the second pitch is in there for a ball. Jacob Gallagher is going to be throwing those a lot. The breaking ball, the slider that comes across the plate is also a very difficult pitch to hit for right-handed batters against a left-handed pitcher. But the third one's down the middle. Cale Knisley connected on that, but it's going to the softball field. So another foul ball from Cale is going to be strike number 2 for Mr. 22, excuse me. As he is playing first base in spot of Xander Toller, who we just talked about. Takes pitch number 4 to the outside. And so far, Jacob Gallagher has worked inside, outside. So his first pitch has always been outside, and then he comes back through the plate, more inside on the batter. And anytime we see him go back to the outside, he just hasn't been connecting, hasn't been hitting the outside of the zone. It's a nice little breaking ball, but Cale was able to battle there. So makes it a 2-2 count. And Jacob Gallagher, if he wants to get anything going, he is going to have to start hitting the outside of the plate. The inside's looking nice. The curveball, the slider breaking in, it's connecting well. It's just the outside of the plate as he gets Cale Knisley swinging to his knees right there. So Jacob Gallagher, the freshman, at 20 pitches. And he's able to get the second out of the inning all by himself. Cale went for it, and he knew he probably should have laid off of it. But the curveballs are so tempting. It's just, when does it break is the question. As now the third batter for this inning, A.J. Eblem. He's the DH for Tegan Hurt. And I say that's a good choice. A.J. is batting .250, and his on-base percentage is .400. So for another veteran pitcher against this Waverly roster, you know, you're looking at A.J. Eblem. He gets on by walks as well as he connects on a curveball, but sends it foul for, I believe, strike number 1. The first pitch was a ball as well. Yes, it was. As Jacob Gallagher also moves very fast in his motion. The batter is set. The pitcher is as well. Delivers for pitch number 3. Eblin swings on and misses. Got a piece of that one. It might have gone yard, to be honest. He pulled his head and everything. Eblin, bat speed is there. Might have to catch up with the speed of Gallagher, but has to stay alive here, or the Ironmen are going to be back on the offense. So for Jacob Gallagher, tries to go to the outside again for a fastball, but it's way too wide. And that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever Gallagher goes inside and then doesn't go outside and tries to go back to the outside, it's just not there. Just not there. But he resets on the 2-2 count, delivers to Eblin, and it's a curveball down the middle that gets him swinging. So Waverly, another situation just like the Ironmen. It only takes 3 batters before we get a switch. We'll be back.
Is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownschevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages of $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite
Quickly through 2 innings we have gone, and into the third we shall see what happens. Waverly Tigers, everybody takes their position. Cooper Markham, the sophomore third baseman for Jackson Ironmen, is taking the plate, and for Cooper, well, on the year, he is batting .130, .259 is his on-base percentage. He looks at strike one down the middle from Braylon Spriggs. For Cooper, he's got 4 walks on the season, 2 sack bunts, so they have utilized him when it comes to do-or-die situations and lay down your life. But for Braylon Spriggs, nobody's on base, so he doesn't have to worry about that. His curveball for pitch number 2 has popped up. Cage Alexander's looking for it by his dugout, and he corrals it for out number 1. So Cooper starts out the top of the third with an out, just like how every inning has gone for the Jackson Ironmen.
The pitcher, number 24, Gallagher.
It was a great job by Cage Alexander as well, who came off the plate for that one. He's an explosive catcher. I love what he's got as well. Really commands the defense, knows what to do, and knows what signals to call. But now it's Jacob Gallagher, the freshman. Pitcher v. pitcher, we've seen this so far for Waverly when Braylon was up to bat. For Jacob, what do you have in store? These two throw very much the same, as that was a 2-seam down the middle. That's a confident pitch to throw right there. A meatball down the plate for pitch number 1, and he's sending a signal to Jacob. He's like, you better watch out. I got some speed on my side as well, but a great 2-seam. Pitch number 2 on the way. He's on the outside of the plate. Thought he had it there, but the umpire says it's a ball. So 1-1 is the count. And for Braylon Spriggs, his ERA on the year is .300. So for probably the most utilized pitcher on Waverly rotation, that is amazing, as pitch number 2 is down low, but he got Jacob to swing. So it is a 1-2 count here. And for Braylon Spriggs, he's only given up 18 hits. He's only given up 1 earned run that has actually counted towards him. And for the 4th one, Jacob connects, sends it foul. He's a little bit behind there, as it went more backwards instead of forwards. 7 walks on the season as well from Braylon Spriggs. 31 strikeouts. Amazing what this sophomore has done to really propel this defense and give them a shot throughout the year and against a lot of tough opponents. But Jacob Gallagher on the flip side, offensive, he sends one down the left field line, but it's foul. And for Gallagher, he has written his wrongs as well. .167 a batting average. However, his on base is .231. He's got 2 hits and 1 RBI. Only struck out twice, though, so a selective man he is, just more or less getting into ground ball situations is his trouble. Choking up on the bat now, down low and away, is pitch number 5 for Spriggs, and now we go to a 3-2 count. And for Jacob Gallagher, this is where he does his best work. The freshman just make another young gun miss, as now 6 pitch on the way is high. I take that back. Now it's 3-2. So consecutive balls, especially since they were fastballs from Braylon Spriggs. Does he come with some motion? Does he go with the curve or the slider that he has? Or maybe a 2-seam across the plate, which he showed early. 7th pitch on the way. Gets him swinging and sits him down. So Braylon Spriggs gets a little bit of confidence there, as why not just send a fastball through the middle of the plate? Again, he went back to his first pitch days against Jacob Gallagher right there. He said, hey, I threw a first pitch fastball. He didn't even swing on it. Why not bring the heater? Announce your authority, good sir. And Braylon Spriggs does just as. Now, we're back to the top of the order with Leighton Compton. Takes first pitch on the outside. Left-handed batter for Jackson Ironmen, as he is the only one on this roster right now that I think is a left-handed batter. Gave Spriggs some trouble first time around. swung on the second pitch right there for a strike. And now with 2 outs in this inning, he's had a chance to make it a third. For Camp, he did strike out last time around in the first inning. So, foul tips one to the Cars, and for Camp, again, he's got an active bat. Just hasn't been able to put anything forward. This is junior number 21, plays center field for them. So you can tell he's a rather small one, but a speedy one at best. And again, when he gets on base, oh, he's just aggressive as ever. I love what he's got. 2 stolen bases on the year. As now he takes pitch number 4. That's going to be in right field for Caden Thornsberry. However, that had way too much air time for Leighton Camp. It is collected by the freshman Thornsberry, and Waverly get it done in 3 again. Back to offense they go right after this.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Bodkin.
Bottom of the third here, a defensive battle, and it's been really at the hands of the pitcher's fault as to why we have had a slow and quick game so far between Jackson Ironmen and your Waverly Tigers. To lead off the bottom of the third is going to be Tyler Baleen, who, Mr. Telephone Man, let me tell you, he got this song stuck in my head. If you don't have this song added to your playlist, you should check it out. New edition from the 80s or 70s. And if you knew my age, you would be saying, how do you know that song? Well, Tyler Baleen, how do you know it? And thank you very much for blessing my ears with this beautiful tune. But for number 7 and the third baseman today for the Waverly Tigers, he stands in at a batting average of .286. Takes first pitch for a strike right there from Jacob Gallagher, who's right back to his ways of collecting strikes and Ks across the day. And for Jacob Gallagher, he's already got 3 so far. So a good job from Jackson and what this freshman man has done. And that is going to be Baleen that pops one up to center. And that is Leighton Camp, who rights his wrongs from last inning. He popped up into right. Well, he's able to catch Tyler Baleen's pop-up in center field for out number 1. From freshman to freshman, however, we go. Caden Thornsberry, the next batter up. This is the speedster. This is where you really get to the heart. Not even the heart. This is where you get to the passion of the lineup from Waverly in terms of when they get on base and what they can do. Curveball, pitch number 1 is not in there for a strike, so it's a ball from Jacob Gallagher to Caden Thornsberry. But what I mean is these guys really do their best work when they get on base. The passion that they can show, the movement, and how they're really eager and hungry. But they're freshmen, they need to learn, which is right now why they're trying to get experience at the bottom of the order. Caden Thornsberry bats .226 batting average, but on-base percentage is .375. Takes ball number 2 from Jacob. Ball number 3 is on the way. And it's called for a strike on the outside. So Jacob Gallagher finally connects on the outside corner right there. A much-needed strike for him as the count was 2-0. Now it's 2-1 and sets to deliver the 4th to Mr. Caden Thornsberry. Connected on it. but it is a foul ball. So Mr. Thornsberry now has to battle here at a 2-2 count. We haven't seen Gallagher use a slider yet. It's been mainly curveballs after he deals 2 fastballs, especially in counts that are 2-2. So if he's going to come with a curveball here, it may trick him up his sleeve, but a slider on the inside hit Thornsberry's feet, so he gets to jog on to first, and that is going to be a man on. We haven't seen many of those. There's only been 3 this game, and that is counting Caden Thornsberry. But a great time to bring up a man on base with the top of the order. That is Caleb Cox. That's going to start off maybe the offensive spree that Waverly can bring, but we shall see. Caden Cox last time around had a single into center field. Just got under the nose of Leighton Camp, who caught that pop-up to get the first out of this inning. And again, Caden Thornsberry has to be careful, but the first to Caleb Cox is a ball. Left-handed pitcher, Jacob Gallagher, can do a fast pickoff. He attempts right there. Thornsberry really didn't have much of a lead, so he's all well and done and safe. But that is Gallagher sending a warning. And on this year, Jacob Gallagher hasn't hit many people. He's given up 2 home runs. He's only hit 4 people. He's faced 62 batters. He's got 2 wins and 1 save to his name. And already starting his career off as a Jackson Ironman in great hands. But pitch number 2 was a ball to Caleb Cox, who is now showing a bunt. The third baseman's coming in. He lets go. And that's going to be a steal attempt. So maybe a hit and run action, but it works out nicely for Caleb Cox, as well as Caden Thornsberry. Well, not so much Caleb Cox, because he took that pitch for a strike. But what he did was he advanced the runner. The catcher wasn't able to cleanly catch that strike. And Caden Thornsberry was able to get upstanding. So now he's on second with a man in scoring position. We haven't seen this since the first inning. Caleb Cox got on second, but there was 2 outs. Now there's only 1 out as Caleb Cox, holy cow, took that ball on the inside and might as well send it into the next field over, he said. That is going to be a strike regardless for Caleb Cox. 2-2 count here. We've seen Gallagher come with a slider. We've seen him come with a changeup. Sorry, not a changeup. We've seen him come with a curveball. Too many C pitches in baseball. What does he do here against Caleb Cox, who calls time, so we get a little bit of a reset. Caleb Cox batting .316. The most beneficial pitch here to Jacob Gallagher has been his curveball. It got Cale Nisley, got Hud Harris later in the second inning. Does he come here? It is a curveball, but it's in the dirt. So now a 3-2 count to Caleb Cox, and Caden Thornsberry still stays at second. As I was saying, though, we haven't seen a runner in scoring position with 1 out so far in this game. This could be Waverly's time to break the silence, as now, what is that, 5th pitch on the way. And it's down low again. I think there is some confusion as if it hit Caleb Cox. It got past the catcher. Everybody's standing around, and Caden Thornsberry is like, do I get third? Well, the umpire says he does, as the head coach is going to come out. Josh McGraw for Jackson Ironmen is going to say, hey, if it was a hit by a pitch, the runner has to move back, right? Caleb Cox gets to go to first regardless, whether it be a hit by pitch or a walk. And now this is where we can start to see Waverly do their best work. And dead ball, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. So the umpires confer with each other. They say foul ball, but the infield ump says no, it was a dead ball. So that is what the Jackson's head coach was trying to argue. If it was a hit by pitch, Caden Thornsberry couldn't have moved to third on that pass ball, and And due to it being a dead ball hit by pitch, Caden Thornsberry now has to go back to second. We're going to get a time here, and we're going to get a rally on the pitcher. So Jacob Gallagher is going to get talked to by his pitching coach. Landon Ramey steps in as he is getting talked to by Jeff Noble. So runners on first and second after that debacle and scuffle of trying to figure out what happened on the hit by pitch. But regardless, it is runners in scoring position. And again, Caleb Cox is able to come up to bat and have a successful one at that. And for Landon Ramey, you talk about I want to say confidence. This guy has all the confidence in the world. He's got the swag. He's got the juice, if you know what I mean. And I love what he does. He's got a mouth. He's got a mouth. He's an energetic one. He'll get you chirping. But he has the confidence, and he has the ability and the power to back it up. Landon Ramey, we've seen him hit some big old doubles at home here in the Waverly High School complex as he takes first pitch to the outside. Jacob Gallagher last time struck out Ramey, but that was due to consecutive curveballs and sliders that were breaking away from Ramey. So how does he deal with it again? He showed bunt there, but it was a ball. Shows bunt yet again and connects on it. However, it went foul. And again, you can just tell Waverly taking their time on knowing how to break down Jacob Gallagher. They want to play small ball. The infield corners are in. The first baseman, third baseman. Third baseman has to be careful because if it's anything down the left field side, Caden Thornsberry is going to have to hustle to make this play there. But third pitch on the way. Outside. Connects for a strike. So 1-2 is the count. And in runners in scoring position, you want to put a ball in play if you're the senior. Fourth pitch on the way. Ramey connects on it. That's down the right field line. Caden Thornsberry is getting the sign to go home. Play at the plate. Thornsberry needs to slide, and he is out. Jackson Ironmen, the right fielder. Ashton Seymour, sophomore, leading the way right with the cannon right field. Caden Thornsberry tried to get home, and a great small hold on. And that is going to be out number 2 for Jackson. Cage Alexander was going to be the next batter up, but they intentionally walk him. So they're going to load the bases. They're going to load the bases for Briggs. Big Braylon Spriggs is going to try and make an impact here. Last time had a ground ball to the shortstop. We'll see if Fate gets the first pitch, swung on, connects it. It's the shortstop again. He makes the easy play at first. Jackson Ironmen survive. They upgrade their suit and maybe going to need their score. Top of the 4th. We'll be back after this.
Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BotkinHornbackFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips, stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a reward?
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game here. Some action right there, third for Waverly. After the first 2 outs, you get a couple leadoff man. You get Caleb Cox on. You had Caden Thornberry. Impressive play from Ashton Seymour in right field. However, we were talking about it at the break right here. Caden Thornsberry just took a better route when he was running home. He was able to come out more wider when he's rounding third base. He could have had a better chance at home. However, the score is still knotted up at 0, so the defense stands tall, and they move to offense. First batter up is Eli Ray, the senior, for Jackson Ironmen. And Eli Ray, .407, 11 hits, 10 RBIs, 2 home runs. His .704 slugging percentage is what led him to the number 2 slotted batter for Jackson Ironmen. First 2 pitches for Braylon Spriggs are balls. And now Spriggs is going to have to come with maybe a fastball down the middle. Not to Eli Ray, though. He goes high, and Mr. Ray lays off of that one. So, 2-1 is the count. There must have been a strike in there somewhere. I could have sworn there was a ball, but the delayed strike from the umpire's kind of thrown me. Ray swings on a high one that was kind of outside. But nonetheless, Braylon Spriggs is at a 2-2 count here against one of the fearsome hitters of Jackson. Last time, Eli Ray had a ground ball to Tyler Baleen. It was a fast one, so he needs to stay on his feet because Ray will be ready for the speed. Fastball down the middle, and Braylon Spriggs sits him down. So, next man up is Ryan Simets, who walked last time. Got left on base in the first inning. And for Braylon Spriggs, you are schmooving through this game. You are grooving as well. Ryan Simets, another leader on this Jackson Ironmen offensive juggernaut. He's tied for one of the many records. He's tied with many teammates as well. He has the most hits on the team with Bodie Wolford. And Bodie Wolford has the most home runs. Ryan Simets is tied with the most stolen bases. Took the first pitch high right there for ball number 1 from Braylon Spriggs, who has 3 Ks on the day as well. Takes pitch number 2 to the outside corner. Thought about swinging there, but it was a nice slider. Nice slider from Braylon Spriggs. Not as much speed, but had a little bit command over the strike zone, and that's what you like to see. 1-1 is the count here for Ryan Simets, who's technically 0 for 0 on the day. Connects on it. Almost got sent into our faces, but luckily there is a net right here, and now the count is 1-2. Braylon Spriggs brought the heat there. You could feel it. Simets was a little bit under it. The center fielder. Sorry, I should say. Not center fielder. Shortstop. Camp is the center fielder. Simets has made big plays defensively. Offensively, can he get anything going? 4th pitch on the way. It's down low, and it's popped up. He got him to chase, and that is a little bit of confusion there, but a Tegan Hurts, the junior, and is able to call off Kale nicely. We've seen a little bit of confusion right there from those two. A couple pop-ups have gone their way. But nonetheless, Tegan Hurt is able to hit 4 out number 2. And again, for Jackson Ironmen. It's been 1-2-3 ever since the top of the second inning. They have gotten no offense going, and there have been some huge play. A double play, actually, in the bottom of the second was able to stall them out as the bats were getting going for the Ironmen. And then it's just been pop-up, it's been pop-up, it's been strikeout, it's been strikeout, and it has been ground ball city. So the Waverly defense that doesn't make many errors is putting this offense to the test right now. It could just be one of those days. We've seen Waverly have a good hitting day where they're kind of connecting on the ball, but it could just be a bunch of pop-ups. And that is the most aggravating part if you're a team that's trying to get anything going, because you're making contact with the ball, but inevitably you're just getting too low in it. Braylon Spriggs delivers the first pitch to Bodie Wolford for a strike on the outside corner. And Wolford, again, is probably the scariest player on this roster. He is a senior as well, just due to his power. And that one's high in the sky, but it is way too high. Landon Ramey calls it off and says that's not going any further than 250 feet. You need 350 to get out of this stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, Waverly holds strong. Back to offense they go. Bottom of the fourth coming soon.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell?
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Tigers in left fielder, number 3.
Bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Last inning, Waverly started to get a spark, but due to the intelligent play call of walking Cage Alexander and settling for the easy out of Braylon Spriggs at first, they were able to come away that inning with no damage done. But for Waverly, that could be the green light to start swinging the bats more. Hud Harris is next man up. He's the first one to start the bottom of the fourth, and last time he flied out to the third baseman. So, first pitch on the way is a curveball that doesn't connect on the outside. A little bit too low, and the umpire says it is a ball for Hud Harris. So, 1-0 is the count, and we've seen a lot of curveballs and sliders from Jacob Gallagher. Tries to go to the outside, and that's ball number 2. And again, Gallagher, especially against Hud, Kale Nisley, Tyler Baleen, a lot of younger players, likes to go with more movement instead of heaters. That is a heater down low and inside as well. Hud Harris just taking every pitch he can. 3-0 is the count to Mr. Harris, and he is now on the green light to probably just take this first pitch, but it's going to be down the middle most likely. It's on the outside. Not able to control that one right there. Jacob Gallagher shrugs his shoulders, says he would have wanted that one back, and gives a walk to Hud Harris. So we have only seen 2 walks this game, including that one on Hud Harris. And now we might get another talk here to Jacob Gallagher. While he is a young player, while he is an exceptional one, he is still young in his career as a Jackson Ironman. And again, his control of the strike zone maybe just needs to be reined in a little bit. Not able to do anything there. So he will go out after pitching 3 innings. And we are going to get a pitching change. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned in your seats. A couple ads will go your way as the new man will warm up. If I'm not mistaken, that's Ryan Simetz. So the senior now going to take the mound for Jackson Ironmen. We'll be back after this.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour.
We are back. So it is confirmed. It is Ryan Simetz that is coming in for Jackson Ironmen. On the year, Simetz hasn't pitched many innings. He's accumulated 3.2 innings. His ERA is 9.55. He's only allowed 8 hits, but he has allowed 5 earned runs. So for Simetz, he's been in many of these situations where it's get through 1, maybe 2 innings and extend it for the closer. A steal attempt right there, and he is going to be out. So that is going to be Corbin Smalley. That makes a perfect throw to Waylon DeLong. And Hud Harris, he is going to walk back to the bench as you tried to do a little bunt steal action from Cale Nisley, and it didn't work out. The impressive catcher Corbin Smalley. Curveball from Simetz doesn't connect there, so he is 1-1 count right now. Facing Cale Nisley, who last time around did strike out, but that was against Jacob Gallagher. During warm-up, Simetz had a lot of speed. Shows it right there with a pitch high in the zone. Did get Cale Nisley to swing. And now the count is 1-2. This defense has been exceptional. They have allowed 19 stolen bases on the year, but they did not allow Hud Harris to go any further after that. Pitch number 4 on the outside. Cale Nisley took it. He goes down with another strikeout. So unfortunate for Cale. He's still a sophomore, though, and against a senior pitcher who is just throwing straight gas at this point. It's going to be tough. But A.J. Eblin, another pitcher v pitcher battle. I don't know if we'll see Eblin today, but he steps in. He's going to take first pitch, curve ball away in the zone and down low as well for ball number 1. A.J. Eblin last time around did strike out as well, so he's going to look to right the wrong there. Fastball down the middle. Got a piece of it, but it's going to the cars. And I'm telling you, the way Simetz is throwing, Simetz, ladies and gentlemen, that's his name, Simetz. The way he's throwing, I mean, he's throwing gas. So if you connect on it, it's going to the outfield at least. He's given up 1 home run on the year, and his on-base percentage is .471. So it is rather high, but I think that's just due to the amount of innings he hasn't thrown and the inexperience as a two-seamer wasn't able to connect there, so it's in there for a ball. He's walked 4 batters. He has 5 strikeouts on the season. He's only hit 3 people. Not only hit 3 people. Connected on into the right field is A.J. Eblin. That's going to be down for a single. The big 21 comes up huge with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. And now it is going to be Tyler Baleen up to bat. Like I said, last inning was where we got to see Waverly start to put the pieces together. Will the puzzle be ultimately solved in this inning or the next one? It was a very slow game. 1, 2, 3 innings, 1, 2, 3 innings. A lot of pop-ups, a lot of strikeouts to start things off. But the bottom of the 3rd, Waverly, they had a 2-out rally going. And they were able to get players on the bases. As now we're going to get a pinch runner for A.J. Eblin. And that is only going to signal one thing. That is going to signal Eblin is going to go to the bullpen and maybe be in use later this game if Braylon Spriggs is going to run out of gas. But that's not the case right now. Tegan Hurt is going to be the pinch runner, and Tyler Baleen, who flied out to center last time, is going to take the mound. Or take the plate, I should say. Takes the plate. Swings on. Pitch number 1 for a strike. Simets has got a pretty fast curveball too. I mean, he puts his all into it. He's using every ligament, every bone, dynamic he can grab. That's a nice two-seamer on the outside. Baleen didn't know if he should have swung on it or not. And again, confidence kills the cat, or maybe just curiosity. And now Baleen at an 0-2 count. 2 outs with a runner on first. Would like to put a ball in play and hope for an error to happen, but Simets is just looking to get out of the inning. 3rd pitch on the way. Goes to the outside. Ooh, Simets thought he had it. He was walking to the dugout. No, buddy. You got to stay put. Baleen extends his life one more time. So 1-2 is the count after that ball. And for Baleen, just get a piece of it. The speed will do the rest. Number 4 on the way. Curveball to the outside. It's in the dirt, and that's going to be Tegan Hurts going to second base, standing up. So, you advance runners due to a pass ball scenario from Corbin Schmalley. You got a 2-2 count here. And with pitchers that give it their all, with pitchers that like to pitch fast and you know put their body into it, all you really have to do is just watch. They'll make the mistakes. Simets sets it up. He goes high. Baleen chased. Sits him down, and that's the first K on the day for Mr. Ryan Simets. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still knotted up. 0-0, 0-0. Whatever you want, this is baseball. Top of the 5th we go.
For a rewarding career with a global leader, Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chillicothe or Waverly McDonald's or makehire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Top of the 5th, we are here at the complex of Waverly City Schools. The high school, the middle school, it's all put together. It's a fabulous field, an amazing community on what they have built. Waylon DeLong is to start at the top of the fifth. Last time he grounded out to the second baseman, Tegan Hurt. This is the second time he's facing Braylon Spriggs, and right-handed pitcher against right-handed batter so far has been Braylon Spriggs' specialty. A bunt down the third base line is foul ball. And if you are Waylon DeLong, you are going to jog back to the batter's box with a 0-1 count awaiting you. Spriggs, mainly a fastball pitcher, likes to utilize the four-seam and two-seam. I haven't seen the slider and the curve that much. It's really just try and beat him with the heat and just paint the zone, which he's done phenomenally the past 2 innings, I should say. Can he do it here again against DeLong? Connects on it on the end of the barrel. Into the left field you go. Hud Harris tried to get it, misjudged it. So that's DeLong trying for 2. Remy wasn't able to catch it as well in the transition. And that's going to be a stand-up double for the freshman, Waylon DeLong, who is the first baseman for this Jackson Ironmen squad. You bring up sophomore Ashton Seymour, who had that impressive play in right field 2 innings ago, kept this game at 0-0, and is the reason why Jackson right now aren't in a 1-0 deficit. Offensively, he's been nice. He did get hit by a pitch last time in the bottom of the second, so for Ashton Seymour, it's more or less how long can I stay in without getting hit. Hey, he got hit in the face, actually, so it was a brutal one to take, but he stood in there like a man, and he listened to his dugout. Wear it when you can. So now he's going to look to take on Braylon Spriggs, second time around. Ashton Seymour did get caught in a double play, though, so he didn't really do anything on the bases. Can he do it again? Shows bunt. Ironman trying to play a little bit of small ball there, and it was on the outside for a ball. So Ashton Seymour gets the benefit of seeing what the defense looks like and go up in the count 1-0 with Waylon DeLong on second. Braylon Spriggs sets. Looks at the runner. Delivers. And it's high. 2 consecutive pitches, 2 consecutive balls for Braylon Spriggs. And for Ashton Seymour, I mean, he's also one that you have to be careful of. Can swing the bat when he can. .364 on base percentage, 5 hits. And that's going to be a strike down the middle. He has 3 walks, and he's got 1 double on the year. As a team, Jackson is hitting .273. They've left 59 people on base, though. That is their big problem. And when it comes to scoring opportunities, they have struggled. And again, it comes due to the bottom half of the order. A lot of these guys are hitting .253. They're hitting .182. So again, it's a struggle bus. Takes pitch number 2 down the middle, though. And now, after showing bunt and backing off of it, you haven't committed if you're Ashton Seymour. You're now at a 2-2 count. Waylon DeLong is still on third. For Braylon Spriggs, he has recognized this, which is why he's throwing 2 fastballs. You come with a curve or a 2-seam, you might catch him here with his pants down. Braylon Spriggs looks, sets to deliver. 5th pitch. Oh, it's down the middle, and it's a foul ball. So for Spriggs, 3 consecutive fastballs, daring Seymour to hit it. And at this point, that would be my best bet as well. I would not want a bunt to go down, especially if it's going to go down the third base line. I would rather have a weak hitter try and make contact. Oh, curveball. Didn't break enough. Almost hit Seymour in the head again. And that's going to go in there for a ball. So now the count is 3-2 here. Seymour last time around got hit by a pitch in a 2-2 count, so we didn't get to see Braylon Spriggs in a full count against Seymour. Does he come with a heater? That's been the go-to so far. Right down the middle, he does indeed. Braylon Spriggs yet again says, "You shall respect my authority." Channeling his inner Cartman, he is indeed. And now that brings up Rylan Wyant, a junior, who got caught in the ground ball situation, ground ball double play back in the second. He was the one that almost had the single, but it was a ground ball to Caleb Cox and Tegan Hurt. Runner on second. You get a piece of it. It's on the inside of the bat. You have to make him run. Tegan Hurt scrambles to catch it, delivers it to Kale Knisley in time, though. Ooh, that was scary. Braylon Spriggs tried to run for it, but it was too fast for him, and Tegan Hurt didn't realize in time. However, the speed from Hurt was able to get to it in time and scoop it on over to Kale Knisley for the second out. That did move runners. So Waylon DeLong is on third now. After 2 outs from Jackson Ironmen, they have the opportunity to open the doors here with number 6, sophomore Cooper Markham. Cooper Markham, another weak hitter on this team, bats .1, if I'm not mistaken. He bats .130, yeah, .130. Does have a couple RBIs, has a double to his name, though. Takes the first pitch for a ball high. So he is a smaller player, so again, the higher pitchers won't get him to chase. Second pitch on the way as soon as I say that. He is swinging at a high one. So Braylon Spriggs still thinking that he wants to chase those high ones. Might live in that area of the zone. Last time around, Cooper did fly out to Cage Alexander towards the dugout, though. Third pitch on the way. A bunt was shown. And Braylon Spriggs says, ooh, did that catch the top of the zone? The umpire says, no, it didn't. 2-1 is the count here. If you're Jackson, a much-needed run to boost the confidence of the defense and the offense as well. This game is a stalemate so far with runners in scoring positions a couple times. Braylon Spriggs on the way, delivers it to the outside, and strike number 2 to the Mr. Big 12 on the mound for Waverly. And again, I love what Spriggs is doing. When he's down in the count, just go with your fastball. Trust your guts. Make them hit it. Now at a 2-2, has the chance to set aside the side. One too many sides at this dinner table, as that's a ball. And Braylon Spriggs says, was it a little bit too far out? And the umpire nods his head, yes. So 3-2 count. We've seen Braylon Spriggs here before. Fastball. Run it down their throat, he says. Braylon Spriggs sets to deliver. It's down the middle. Oh, but it's strike 3. I thought it was a walk, but again, the delayed signal from the umpire says, no, sir. Nobody's scoring. I want a 0-0 ball game. Heading into the bottom 5th we go.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or McHire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now,
bottom of the 5th here in Tiger Town. Ryan Seametz is on the mound after the pitching change of last inning. Braylon Spriggs is able to escape even though DeLong was on third base due to his single. His double in left and then advanced due to a ground ball. However, strikeouts happened in that inning that gave Spriggs the confidence, and now Seametz sets to deliver the first pitch, which is a strike on the outside corner. So again, the speed at which he is just throwing has caught in the bottom half of this order by surprise. Last time around, Caden Thornsberry, I should say, got on by a hit by pitch. And he swung on that one for strike number 2. So already down in the count is Thornsberry. He's going to have to battle with a quick bat against this speed. Connects that, but it's going to be foul ball. As Thornsberry did a pretty good job on that curveball right there. It was a break. It broke late. It broke late in the pitch path, and it was impressive that he was able to slow his hands in his swing. You could tell it was like almost slow motion right there for a minute. Now comes back 0-2. Swing on, and that's going to be a miss for that's going to be a miss for Caden Thornsberry. Ryan Seametz sits him down with another strikeout to his name. That's 2 for Seametz. And just to let you know how slow this game has been, there's only been 2 hits for Jackson on offense. There's 4 hits for Waverly. They just haven't had anything to show for as they have left 6 runners on base. Caleb Cox is next up to bat. Last time around, he walked against Jacob Gallagher. Takes first pitch for a strike. And now, what does he do against a curveball that he saw first pitch? Connects on the second one. It's down the left field line. The third baseman snagged it. Long throw. First baseman had to came off the bag, but he still tagged him in time. Jackson Ironmen defense, impressive plays from Cooper Markham and Bodie Wolford. A backhanded grab into a long throw, but the first baseman had to come off of it and tag the runner. Smart play by Caleb Cox to slide right there, but he just wasn't able to slide in time. That leads to the second out of the inning, and Landon Ramey is up to bat now. He had a double in the top of the third. Is he able to do that again? Pitch to the outside for a ball. Ryan Seametz against left-handed hitters hasn't faced him so far. Landon Remy is the only one in this batting rotation today. Second pitch on the way. Outside corner, connects there indeed. So he's able to get to the count 1-1. And that's what he was looking for on the first pitch. Always set up the inside, try and work away. And for Ramey, he's in the same situation his fellow batters were against Jacob Gallagher. Facing an opposite hand pitcher, it's going to be harder to hit curveballs just because they're breaking in. It's going to be harder to hit sliders. They're breaking in, especially if they are sliders and breaking balls that are connecting on the outside of the plate. Third pitch was a ball. Fourth one on the way. Is able to connect on it into left field. However, that is going to be Eli Ray, the senior, just having a nice day out there picking dandelions. He corrals that one easily. And top of the 6th we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 0-0. Somebody has to score here shortly.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road.
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
We are back in the top of the sixth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a pitching change. So, after 5 innings, Braylon Spriggs is done. And we will be seeing Mr. Brock Burdett. The only time I seen Brock Burdett here at home was in their matchup against Alexander Spartans, which happened not too long ago last week. He came in the top of the 8th due to A.J. Eblin and the other freshman that had to come out. Brock Burdett, unfortunately, A.J. Eblin, Tyler Baleen pitched in that game. Brock Burdett came in the top of the 8th. And it was just tough because for Brock Burdett, he got 2 strikeouts back-to-back with bases loaded and then tried to get out of a sticky situation. Unfortunately, the Spartans were able to score and they couldn't tie it up offensively. And since it was in extras, that was a game to remember. But for Brock, this is one to remember here as well. You got some tough opponents on the opposite side, as now we have a DH hitter, I believe Corbin Smalley. Tanner Jenkins, I should say, sorry. Tanner Jenkins is now up to bat in part of Jacob Gallagher. So we get a pitching change. Curveball there from Brock, isn't able to break, and that's the one thing I loved about him. He's got the fastball. It's a bit slower, but it seems like his first pitch tendency and the one he loves to pitch the most is a curveball. And I love seeing him just because they got a lot of motion, as that's one right there. Close to it. Fastball down the middle is in there for a strike. Now it is a 1-1 count for Mr. 44. No other changes to fielding positions that I have seen so far. Everybody's still the same. Braylon Spriggs is at first. I take that back. So Cal Nisley is going to be on the bench. Braylon Spriggs is first. And I'm assuming the reason Braylon is done is because you want to save his arm for playoffs. Again, that is happening on 5/19 next week. But right now we're in the earlier part, the end of the season, you may say, and Brock Burdett is at a 3-1 count. Tanner Jenkins just stood strong and patiently waited for the pitch he wants to hit, which is that one right there, but it's a foul ball. So Brock Burdett is at a 3-2 count. And for Brock, just due to the lack of appearances, don't really have much on him as a pitcher. He hasn't had a win, hasn't had a loss. His ERA so far is, I believe, it's going to be high. I can't do the calculation because it's like earned runs per every 9 innings you pitch. So if you haven't pitched 9 innings, your ERA is through the roof. But for Brock Burdett, he has allowed 1 earned run, and that was that earned run in the Alexander Spartan game at home. So for the side of Tanner Jenkins, however, Tanner Jenkins batting a .158 as he takes that pitch to the outside. Ooh, was that a close one? Brock Burdett would have loved that back. But I was going to say, Tanner Jenkins has 3 walks, and that is how he gets on base. His on-base percentage is .273, and now he leads the way, paves the way, I should say, for the top of the order. Leighton Campton, or Leighton Camp. Leighton Campton sounds like a fun name, but Leighton Camp stands in the batter box. 0 for 2 on the day, struck out in the first inning and flied out to right field in the top of the 3rd. Sets down a bunt. Brock Burdett comes off the line. A couple squabblers in the dirt. A couple bad bounces. And that is what Leighton Camp does. Sack bunt, that speedster. looking like the Flash in the red jersey. And now you got runners on first and second already. If you're the Jackson Ironmen, the general is going to come out, talk to Brock Burdett. This is where they usually do a set play. So, ladies and gentlemen, look for a pickoff move. A little something right here is going to go down. Some salt and shake, some pepper on a bacon, egg, and cheese sounds really good. Eli Ray is the next batter up, however, for the Jackson Ironmen. And for Brock Burdett, how do you handle a situation like this? I talked about him coming into a sticky one. How do you handle a situation where you had bases cleared and you have to get into the game by warming up, technically? Eli Ray, a senior, we've mentioned him before, tied for the most stolen bases on the team, but it's not just the stolen bases that what gets it done for this young man. .47, .407 batting average, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 10 RBIs for this young man. Runners in scoring position, look for him to have a nice little schmack of the bat, as he showed bunt right there. Jackson Ironman taking caution to the wind right here. They are just trying to move runners at this. Nobody taking the time to try and get out there, get a big lead, have the showstopper play. I mean, the defenses are strong, and that just goes to show that both coaching staffs have respect for what these guys have done and created on the defensive side of things. They know that they're able to track down those fly balls. They know that the double plays can be created. They know that as the game goes on, the defense just gets stronger, whether that be inexperienced freshmen, whether that be tenured players that have been sitting on the bench and watching their fellow classmates rise through the ranks. We are going to get a pitching change, so ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your...
The pitcher now taking the mound after a very brief, what seemed like 7 pitches thrown from Brock Burdett, is now going to be the senior Caleb Cox. Another person that they haven't used that often. A bunt goes down. It gets by Caleb Cox. And that is going to be runners moving 1 base at a time for Jackson Ironmen. So it only takes 1 pitch for chaos to happen. And Caleb Cox is going to be looking at himself saying, I couldn't do anything about it. It was too fast for me. I got off the mound like a cat. I tried. And now, Ryan Simets, the pitcher for Jackson, is up to bat as well. Caleb Cox, what does he do? Usually just throws fastballs. Comes in as a middle inning relief pitcher. Ryan stands as another offensive explosion. Inside pitch gets Ryan swung. And you love to see that if you are Caleb Cox. And this is going to be tough for him. Bases are loaded. Any play at the plate, infield is in, they are looking for home. You do not want a run to score. Anything out of the infield is going to be scoring 2, but a nice screamer down the left field line. Too bad it was foul for Ryan Simets. Simets has just been a phenomenal one. The slugging percentage, .741. 14 hits, 7 RBIs, 3 doubles. This man wants to put the ball in play. Does not want to settle for a walk, but he'll take it in this scenario because it scores 1. Outside of the plate, called for a strike. And that is strike number 3.
Number 1, Wolford.
So, Caleb Cox gets him looking. I was confused right there because I saw the umpire put his hand up for 2 strikes, but I guess it was number 3, as now Bodie Wolford. Bases loaded, most home runs on the team. Caleb Cox, you should be scared. Ball down low, got him chasing. And that's what you love to do if you're Caleb Cox. You got a heavy hitter, you got the man that knows the juice and knows how to bring the bombs. Let's just go low. Go low. Don't give him anything, boys. Let's create the pop-ups. Go with the off-speed stuff. Everybody still infield in, play at home. Wolford connects. That's down the left field line. Oh, but it's foul. Oh, everybody from Waverly, a sigh of relief. Because if that got fair, let me tell you, 1, 2, 3 people were scoring. Outfield, be ready. Infield. On the balls of your feet. 0-2 count to Caleb Cox and Bodie Wolford. Senior v senior right here. And for Bodie, this could be huge. 14-5 is the record that the Jackson Ironmen are coming into tonight. They want to have another winning season. Third pitch on the way is outside, but it's down low. And for Waverly, I mean, the past 5 seasons for them have been, it's been a toss-up. It's been winning, it's been losing. They've gone back and forth. They now have the seniors and the talented freshmen and sophomores to put something together of a 12-10 record, looking to extend that to 13-10. This could decide the game here. Caleb Cox sets to deliver on the outside of the plate, but it's low again. So 2 consecutive balls to Bodie Wolford, and now we're at a 2-2 count where we're just lingering. You do not want to walk him here if you're Caleb Cox, but you don't want to ball out in the outfield. 5th pitch on the way to the outside, but it's low again. So 3-2 in Bodie Wolford. The experience out of this young man, guys, that whenever pitchers are up in the count, that's where they go to their junk, the off speed. They like to get you to chase. Has not chased since that 2nd pitch, which he went to his knees. And now Caleb Cox, 3-2 count, delivers. 6-1's on the way, cracked in the left, over Hud Harris's head. That's going to be to the fence. You're scoring 1, you're scoring 2. The head coach is signaling for 3. Do you get the ball in time? Play at the plate gets cut off by Braylon Spriggs. And that's Bodie Wolford. Flex on him, big boy, because let me tell you, Jackson Ironmen have a 3-run lead.
The second baseman, number 5, DeLong.
A crack of the bat, and just like that, Ironman created his suit. It's only Mach 3. Can they get any more here with 1 out this inning? And that is going to be a triple for Bodie Wolford. He saw that stat line of 59 people left on base, and he did not like that from his team. So he's like, here, let me settle the score. Let me add more RBIs to my total this season, which again, Bodie Wolford has 12 RBIs, 14 hits. This guy's phenomenal. And now next man up is going to be Waylon DeLong. Last time around, did get a single into left field. And he had a ground ball in the top of the 2nd. So he is 1 for 2 on the day. And this is a way to start out what could be an offensive inning for Jackson. Caleb Cox delivers. It's a low one. It's popped up. Landon Remy having to come for it. Landon Remy hustling. Bodie Wolford trying to go home. Cage Alexander isn't able to get it in time. And now Waverly is starting to crumble. Landon Remy had a hike to try and make. And he was hustling. We know the wheels that Landon Remy has. That was shallow outfield, though. And you could tell Maybe Tegan Hurt or Tyler Baleen could have attempted that. Now Waverly sitting at a 4-0 deficit. Bodie Wolford comes in. Bodie was expecting the tag to happen. He was going to come home regardless that ball was caught or not. Cage Alexander, the throw was too high for him, though, so that is going to be a nice single turning into a double for Waylon DeLong. And now, if you are Ashton Seymour, who is got 0 for 2 on the day, got caught in a double play and in a ground out situation. Oh, I take that back. He got hit by a pitch, but he got caught in a double play. So he's 0 for 1 with a technical walk because of the hit by pitch. Swung on that pitch though right there, sent it foul, makes the count 1-1. As Caleb Cox sets to deliver, fastball down the middle, and that's going to be strike number 2. Umpire has been loving the outside of the plate, which is where Ashton Seymour did get caught lacking last time around. Caleb Cox shrugs off a couple signs. 1-2 to count to his name. Down the middle you go. Baleen isn't able to get it at second. Into the outfield for Thornsberry. You're signaling. You're coming home. Play at the plate this time. Save! Cage Alexander throws his hands up. The tag was there, but let me tell you, DeLong, using those limbs to his advantage, lives up to his name. He actually went outside of the base path to slide around Cage Alexander. And that is why that freshman is in the starting lineup. Makes it 5-0 with a runner on first. Ashton Seymour. Get another RBI to your name, sir. Crack of the bat in right field. Kane Thornsberry, however, is able to catch it. So, one pitch, gets another out. And it took 3 batters. And it felt like a lifetime. The damage has been done. And Braden Mannering is now up to bat. We are getting a pinch batter situation for Cooper Markham. She'll see what happens here. Waverly, do you focus on the batter? Yes, you should. Can of worms has been opened in the top of the 6th inning. And if you are Waverly, it's tough. It's tough. Against all great teams, this is how it has gone. It's been a solid start. There's just one inning that they can't recover from. And this one might just be it. 2 pitches back-to-back for Caleb Cox. One was a ball, one was a strike. He got Braden Mannering to swing down low there. And again, with 2 outs, you really want to come away with the third one here. Able to swing on it is Mannering, but it's a foul ball. So 1-2 is the count for Mr. 1-3 from Jackson. And it's been an exciting inning for the Ironmen. It's what's filled their bellies and maybe killed this beast for the rest of this game. Caleb Cox, 1-2, has gone down fastball in the middle. Past couple times, the runner goes. That's a fastball down the middle. Caden Thornsberry, however, is in the perfect place at the perfect time. Waverly, the damage has been dealt. The wound, is it bleeding? We'll find out after this. Bottom of the 6th.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career with a global leader? Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages of $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or makehire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Bottom of the sixth here for Waverly. Possibly one of the worst times to have a 5-run inning go against them, as they now only have 2 attempts to make up for their efforts. And it is going to be Cage Alexander that starts the inning off against Ryan Seametz. Strike to the outside of the plate is what the umpire calls. And again, it's been a wide strike zone outside no matter which way you've been hitting. Fastball down low to Cage Alexander for pitch number 2. 1-1 is the count. Cage has only been up twice. He ground balled into the first, and he had an intentional walk in the second. So he's 0 for 2 on the day, technically with a walk, as he takes pitch to the outside for strike number 2. Needs something here. The intentional walk was a risky choice back in the bottom of the third. That was the inning Waverly got going as a foul ball happens. But it was a good choice because the defense held strong. And now Ryan Seametz, the do-it-all gumshoeous pitcher is what I'm going to call him. He's got everything. I love what Seametz has got. Seametz. Down low for ball number 2. Seametz. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be bad with names all year. If you've been tuning in all year, first couple games of Waverly were rough. Just figured out that it's not Landon Remy, it's Ramey, which I do apologize. Landon Ramey, you're a good baseball player. Cage Alexander, on the other hand, crack of this guy is bad, and it could turn the tide. He's going to look to do that right here. 2-2 count to his name. Swings on a low one outside. And that's going to be a strikeout for Ryan Seametz.
Number 12, Braylon Spriggs.
Now that brings up Braylon Spriggs. Spriggs, on the other hand, is the counterpart to this offense as well. We talk about this sophisticated sophomore duo. Not only is it just pitcher-catcher relationship, it is sharing the order relationship as well. As a very fast ball was in the dirt right there for ball number 1 to Braylon Spriggs. Pitch number 2 going to be on the way to Country Bumpkin. Curveball tried to get to the top of the zone, just isn't able to connect. Again, Spriggs, his on-base percentage is .431. His batting average, .364. Last time around, well, he's grounded out all day. And both have been to the shortstop, who was Ryan Seametz at the time. So not only are you facing your worst nightmare as an infielder, you're facing your worst nightmare because he gets back on the mound. But he's thrown 3 consecutive balls, so you like that. 3-0 count on the way to Spriggs outside of the plate. So, quick 4 balls, get them done, under a minute basically. Braylon Spriggs gets on base. That could be what you needed if you are the side of Waverly. And now Hud Harris is going to take his first crack at facing Ryan Seametz here. Hud Harris last time flied out to the third baseman, and he also got caught stealing in the bottom of the 4th inning. So he is 1 for 2 on the day. He reached on a walk in the bottom of the 4th. But again, that steal attempt was no easy task. Braylon Spriggs on first. Curveball to the outside of the plate is a ball. So 2-0 is the count. Hud Harris connects well with the bat. Would love to see him just be a little bit more confident. It's gonna grow. It's gonna grow as a player. Strike on the top part of the zone is called by the umpire. 2-1 is the count. Braylon Spriggs also has wheels. Everybody not afraid to steal under Jeff Noble's command. He will give the signal. Even big old Xander Toller will not be afraid to run the bases. Hud Harris on the outside of the plate. Takes pitch number 4 for strike number 2. And now, 2-2 is the count for Hud Harris. You'd love a ball in play here. Keep the dream alive. Maybe. Eat at this comeback. You're down 5-0. You need something. Braylon Spriggs is on first. Curve ball, just a little high. And Hud Harris, it had him moving in those little feet, those little shoes, that batter box. Had him shaking a little bit, but 3-2 is the count. Ryan Simets is going to deliver here. Fastball down the middle, curveball to the outside of the plate, or maybe high in the zone. The 3 locations Simets has connected well with. What does he go with here? Hud Harris swings on, but he's too late. A fastball down the middle, and Simets says, see you later.
Number 44, Brock Burdett.
Oh, Brock Burdett now in. We saw him come in during the pitching change. He took over Cale Knisely's spot after Caleb Cox took the mound. And Brock Burdett's got some power behind him as well. Quick pickoff attempt while we're trying to talk about Brock Burdett here. With 2 outs in this inning. Bottom of the 6th, 5-0. Braylon Spriggs still on first. Number 44, if he connects one, it's at least to the outfield. At least to the outfield. I love his swing too. I love Brock's swing. He's got a good eye for the ball. He's a little bit selective here and there. But anything in or at the middle of the plate, he's got it. Talk about middle of the plate. Just got under it too. Just got under it too. 1-1 is the count to Brock Burdett. Josh McCraw coaching and cheering his son. Or not his son, sorry. Not his son. I was cheering his team. I don't know. You ever just see a coach out there on the field, out of his dugout, really? Both coaching staffs are doing that. Coordinating where his players are going to need to be. Oh, Brock Burdett. That was one down the middle. He would have loved that one back. 1-2. Is the count for Brock Burdett. And again, to maybe get a run, have a chance this inning. He wants to put the ball in play. 1-2 is the count to Brock Burdett on the outside. Strike number 3. A curveball it was indeed. Jackson Ironmen, top of the 7th we go. They found their stride. They're looking hot. They're looking to carry it over to the bats.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success. And we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Huh?
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered.
And we're back. Top of the 7th, Tyler Baleen is in now. 5-0. Jackson Ironmen exploded in the 6th. It only took 6 innings, to figure out this Waverly defense. Once you take Braylon Spriggs out, the command seemed to go. I understand, though. You need to save his arm. You need everybody ready for this playoff run if you want a chance. Which, again, is happening on May 19th. At least that is the early information in what I have been given. It is a home game. So it will be played here in Tigertown at 5 p.m. That's what the schedule says. OSHA, I think, put out the bracket as well. If you want to check out the Waverly Tiger High School Baseball Facebook page, you can go ahead and do that as well. They posted an early image on what the playoff looks like. It's division. It's based off division, not conference. So Waverly will be seeing some teams later on down the line. But again, the team that they are playing is Washington. 5:19, put it on your calendars. The band might show out, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd will as well. Come get you a hot dog or popcorn and enjoy some beautiful baseball at this beautiful diamond. Top of the 7th we go. It is going to be, I believe, Tanner Jenkins, yes. So we had a switch. Jacob Gallagher started the game, but after a strikeout in the top of the 3rd, which is all Jacob Gallagher really got to show for since he got subbed out pitching-wise, Tanner Jenkins has had to come in, and last time around he walked against Brock Burdett in the top of the 6th. He's now facing Tyler Baleen, a different freshman pitcher, and Baleen throws a ball for the first pitch. And as for Jenkins, as for Mr. Tanner Jenkins, what do you have to your name? 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 7 strikeouts on the year, but that's going to be one in the left field. Hud Harris, ho ho ho! Snow cone catch, buddy. Oh, he almost made a mistake. He ran in on the ball once it got hit, but then realized he had to back up. He made the catch nonetheless. That was impressive indeed for Hud in left field. So Tanner Jenkins, go back to the bench and try and improve yourself is what Hud Harris says. Top of the lineup we go for Mr. Baleen. And there's one out on the board. Some confidence going to grow in Baleen as we talk about him. He delivers the first pitch, first strike to Leighton Camp. Camp on the day, struck out, flied out, and he had a bunt that got through the defense for a single. Nice curveball, but didn't break enough, so it was too high. And Leighton Camp at a 1-1 count now. Inside pitch, just a little bit too high. And Tyler Baleen, I love him. He's got a sidearm release, got an over-the-top release. Sidearm release, more for fastballs. More for kind of what Ryan Simets does when he wants to come with that speed. Tries to connect on the outside part of the plate. Ball number 3. So 3-1 count to Leighton Camp, who again, small ball player. He's on for his speed. You get him on, he's going to be making big plays on the base path. But he can beat out those ground balls as well. So he's in a nuisance whenever the ball is in play. Takes 4 consecutive pitches for 4 consecutive balls right there. And he gets on with another walk on this Jackson roster. They've had a few of those today that have helped them. And the next man up is Eli Ray, Mr. Senior. Eli Ray. 6 stolen bases on the year. He's only been hit 4 times. Only struck out 6 times. Whoa. Slugging percentage, .704, I was about to say, but that is all you need to show for, ladies and gentlemen. Connect to one, and it's a fast line drive that's hitting a gap. His bat speed is there, and he's able to connect and catch up to it. So he's got quick hands. Ooh. Eli Ray, what do you have in store for us? Well, a pickoff attempt, and we will be staying here. Tyler Baleen doesn't want the speedster to get ahead of him before he loses sights. And Eli Ray being the number 2 hitter, the senior, the left fielder, hasn't had much action defensively. Runner goes, connects on it left. It is a foul. If you're Hud, can you get there in time? You can't because it's in the bullpen. And you're lucky if you're Eli Ray as well as Leighton Camp. Leighton Camp was running, and if that was anywhere but playable for Hud Harris, maybe a tag-up option for the defense double play gets them out of the inning safely. However, we are still here with 2 strikes to Eli Ray's name. 10 RBIs, 11 hits, 2 doubles. Everything else has been solid line drive singles from what Eli Ray has put together this year. Curveball. Ooh, he waited on it. Had the patience, just couldn't connect. Curveball has to be the hardest pitch to hit. I don't care what anybody says, whether it be a knuckleball or some ball that drops right before the plate. Curveball to me is the hardest pitch to hit just due to the fact that it is always breaking, no matter if there is a lot of motion or isn't. But now Tyler Baleen sets, delivers to the outside. First ball to Eli Ray. Now the count is 1-2. I never mastered the curveball. I never got to hit it. It was a difficult pitch. It had me shaking in my boots too. Runner on first. Eli Ray stands calm and composed. His bat high, brings it down. Doesn't connect. A little bit high for Tyler Baleen, and now the count is 2-2. Eli Ray starting to become a little bit more picky on what pitch he wants to hit. It was aggressive early, which is why we saw all those foul balls. You have to be ready for it. You come with some speed until the dugout it goes. So another foul ball here at this 8-pitch at bat for Eli Ray. 4 have accounted towards him, and everything else has been a foul ball. And this is where you can start to mess with the pitcher's head, especially with a freshman, Tyler Baleen. The longer a count goes, the longer his mental state has to be. That's cracked on into left, though. Hud Harris tracking back. That's at the fence. Hud makes another incredible catch. He's going backwards. I don't even think he sees the ball half the time. He's moving backwards. It's over his head. And Hud in left field. Oh, my God. Mr. Harris, how do you do? Second out of the inning coming at the hands of Hud Harris. And you might as well thank him for this lead not being any bigger. As now we are going to get another pitching change. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
Need tires, an oil change, a quick repair? Waverly Tire and Auto Repair has you covered. Located at 716 West Emmett Avenue, we've been keeping Waverly rolling with honest service, fast turnaround, and fair prices. Waverly Tire and Auto, where trust meets the road. Bodkin Hornbeck Funeral Home, serving our communities with dignity, compassion, and care when it matters most. Visit BodkinHornbeckFunerals.com to learn more. For generations, Boyer Funeral Home has served Waverly and Piketon with compassion and care. From traditional services to cremation, we're here for you 24/7. Call 740-947-2161 or visit BoyerFuneral.com.
For all your financial needs, trust the First National Bank of Waverly, serving the community with personal service you can count on. Call 740-947-2136 or visit thefirstnational.com today.
Need a great haircut, fast and fuss-free? At Great Clips, no appointment is needed. Check real-time wait times online or in the app. Then walk in and get the haircut you want when you want it. Great Clips. Stylish, affordable, convenient. Find your nearest salon today.
Your Hometown Chevy is proud to bring you the hometown games and local coverage for Waverly, Western, Eastern, and Piketon. From classrooms to courts, fields to fairgrounds, we back the hometown heroes that make Southern Ohio shine. Hometown is driven by your success, and that means all-star service and our secret weapon, the Hometown Advantage. Free oil changes for life and a 10-year, 150,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. You're not just buying a vehicle, you're joining a winning team. Visit us in Waverly or start at yourhometownchevy.com.
Looking for a rewarding career?
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Touch
touching you, sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. All right, ladies and gentlemen, top of the 7th. We have a pitching change with 2 outs. It is Gavin Roberts, who is a freshman as well. So it has been 3 freshman pitchers right after each other. Brock Burdett, Tyler Baleen, and now Gavin Roberts. As a curveball didn't connect on the outside of the plate there. It did hold the runner up because, again, this is a left-handed pitcher, so if you are late in camp, you have to be a little bit careful here. Fastball down the middle. That's going to be swung on, but a foul ball. So strike number 1 is going to go to Mr. Ryan Simons. Mr. Ryan Simons is probably MVP of the day. Just actively, defensively, and actively on the mound has delivered for Jackson Ironmen. He's done a lot of great work and kept them out of situations that could have been. Now Gavin Roberts gives the runner a look. He's going to go. That's cracked into right field. Oh, Caden Thornsberry, you got to go. What a catch. Caden Thornsberry lays out for it. His brother in left field on Harris. Well, baseball brother, not blood related, gives a big smile. The outfield holding strong for Waverly. Oh, they got 1 inning to do it. It's now or never. Bottom of the 7th after this.
The global leader, Kirchhoff Automotive, a family-owned company, offers you the chance to grow and succeed. Kirchhoff Automotive in Waverly is hiring now with starting wages from $18.83 to $20.33 an hour. Visit our career website today for more information.
Looking for a job that works with your life? Your local McDonald's is now hiring. Join a team that's all about flexibility, growth, and a fun, fast-paced work environment.
At McDonald's, we're more than just burgers. We're part of the community. From supported local events to helping neighbors in need, we're proud to give back.
Apply today at your local Chill Coffee or Waverly McDonald's or makehire.com. We'd love to have you on the team.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it.
At Ryle, we believe your education should be personal, affordable, and full of possibilities. Here, you're part of a community that supports your success in the classroom and beyond. And now, there's even more to be a part of, with new traditions and new energy taking shape.
I want to invite you to see what's possible when you learn at a place where everyone knows your name and cares about your future. At Rio, it's all about you, your goals, your journey, and your success, and we can't wait to be a part of your story.
We are going out tonight.
But I just put my comfy pants on. What are we celebrating?
I just bundled our home and auto insurance with the State Farm agent and saved us money.
Contact Megan Carroll at State Farm Insurance. Call 740-775-6634.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio?
You've been watching the Waverly Sports Network, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Leading off for the Tigers.
We are back. The last and final inning, unless Waverly can score 5 runs and maybe 6 to end it, but you need 5 to make this extras. And Waverly right now are in the bottom half of the order. AJ Eblin, Tyler Baleen, and Caden Thornsberry are going to be the 3 to look to extend it even more and get to the top of the order where they have had the most success. Bottom of the half has just flied out and struck out for most part. And now AJ Eblin takes pitch number 1 for a strike. Last time around, Eblin, he struck out in the 2nd, and he had a single into right field, actually. So he was able to face Jacob Gallagher twice, but he hasn't faced Ryan Simons the other time around. So he swung on a curveball right there for strike number 2, I believe. So now Simons sets to deliver the 3rd pitch. AJ Eblin looks at a fastball down low. And again, I was talking about this while Simons was warming up and you guys were at ad breaks. The thing that's so interesting about Ryan is when he's on the mound, he's not just leaving his backhand, and he's not having that backhand follow through because it looks like his shoulders are coming across first. It's composed and almost just like a cannon, like his shoulders come and then the arm comes. A curveball sits Ebling down, though. You talk about all this speed, and Simon says, guess what? I got a curveball in my back pocket. 1 out, 2 remaining for Waverly. And Baleen needs to call somebody, because right now they need a prayer, and they need a big one. Baleen, last time around, struck out in the bottom of the 4th. And that is kind of how it's been for Waverly. 1, 2, 3 innings, especially when you get to the bottom half of the order. They haven't been up that many times. It's only the 3rd for Baleen himself as he takes ball 1 low in the dirt. We've seen some miracles, though. Curveball inside part of the plate. Ooh. It's a ball, however. It was a good pitch. It was a good pitch. 2-0 is the count. And now 3rd pitch on the way. On the outside of the plate, called strike. Ryan Simons has just honestly been phenomenal when it comes to pitching and defending. A little high for the umpire's taste. So now it's a 3-1 count. However, Simons, when he goes with his fastball, is uncontrollable. He's throwing it low and in the dirt. The curveball has been the most controlled pitch. Ooh, fastball down the middle. Baleen thought he had it. Baleen thought it was a walk, but it was just high enough to catch the bottom part of the zone. So now Baleen is at a 3-2 count. What do you come with here if you're Simons? Your curveball has been unstoppable. He comes with a fastball to the outside part of the plate, and Tyler Baleen goes down looking.
Number 15, Caden Thornsberry.
Caden Thornsberry, the last line of defense for Waverly. 1 out. And you are done for if you're Waverly. Caden Thornsberry, by the way, had that impressive catch in right field. The outfield today has been sensational for Waverly and not allowing anything past them. Only a couple line drives, takes the first pitch down the middle. Caden Thornsberry swung on it, and last time around, Caden Thornsberry did strike out in the bottom of the 5th. And he did get on by a hit by pitch in the bottom of the 3rd. However, next up is Ryan Simons, who delivers a curveball. And you could tell Caden Thornsberry was expecting that to be a fastball. You could tell. And now 0-2 to count. Simons could do you in 3. It's on the way. Thornsberry swings on it. Thornsberry misses. And that is Ryan Simons that gets the job done after the freshman Jacob Gallagher started. So on the day, it is the pitching staff, it is the pitching duo from the Jackson Ironmen that come away with a combined 10 strikeouts between the two of them. The freshman started it, the senior ended it. And the senior, let me tell you, had 5 strikeouts in the last 2 innings. That's how dominant Ryan Simons was. They improved their record to 15-5. The Waverly Tigers unfortunately fall to 12-11. To my knowledge, this was the last game before playoffs. So both teams are going to go home. Jackson, obviously, the happier team because they're top of the 6th explosion offensively. Doubles rained out. A triple from Bodie Wolford, the man that leads the team in home runs. The explosion was there. The slugging percentage lived up to the hype. And just like that, the Waverly Tigers weren't able to claw themselves back after 2 innings. It was the bottom of the 6th and bottom of the 7th that they relied on, and it was the bottom of the 3rd inning where they had most success. However, impressive plays from the right fielder of Jackson Ironmen, Ashton Seymour, was able to throw Caden Thornsberry out at home, and those were the highlights offensively for Waverly Tigers. Defensively for Jackson Ironmen, let me tell you, it is Ryan Simons. Shortstop made a huge couple plays with the ground balls. The outfield as well was active. Leighton Camp caught a few fly balls. Eli Ray, Ashton Seymour. On the flip side, Waylon DeLong, Cooper Markham held their own as well. Jackson Ironmen walk away with the win. Again, my name is Dante Appling. This broadcast is brought to you by Total Media Sports. We want to thank all the sponsors that have gotten us here. And just like that, they cover all Southeastern Ohio high school athletics. One last reminder, the playoff game against Washington is 5/19. That is Tuesday, this coming Tuesday at 5 p.m. at Waverly, right here in Tigertown. Ladies and gentlemen, put it on your calendar. Show up. Again, my name is Dante Appling, and we thank you all. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching the Waverly Sports Network live on Total Media Sports YouTube.